Hey, what's up, soldiers? My name is GregFPS, the Zombies Extraordinaire, and today we're going to be talking about the brand new secret shotgun in Black Ops Cold War Zombies called the Street Sweeper Shotgun. Now, this was available last week through a loophole in Warzone where you could actually unlock it early, but this was not intentional from Treyarch. It actually ended up getting removed, but I'm also going to talk about my opinions on this shotgun because it is a fully auto shotgun. A lot of people were expecting it to be the second coming of the Haymaker in Black Ops Cold War Zombies, and to be quite frank, it is absolutely not. It is not that good, I will say, and the Haymaker is so much better, and I think it will always be better than pretty much any other shotgun in Zombies besides maybe the Brecci and the KRM. But anyways, guys, let's jump into all the things about this shotgun. I'm going to talk about how it was available early and all that sort of thing, so let's jump right into it. All right, guys. So, like I said, there was a loophole within Warzone where if you ended up getting a 3 kill streak in 15 separate games with one of the Black Ops Cold War shotguns in Warzone, you could actually unlock this weapon. It took me about 12 hours, and it was really painstaking because I, for one, am not a Warzone player. I pretty much primarily play zombies, and sometimes I play multiplayer, but I definitely do not play Warzone. I think the last time I played Warzone was during the zombies update, and before that I didn't play it since like the launch of the game pretty much. So I have not played a lot of Warzone, so just keep that in mind. It took a very long time. Now Treyarch decided to completely remove all 3 of the new weapons to be unlocked in Warzone, and they just remove them completely from the armory. So you literally can't make a class with any of the weapons anymore. The only way to actually use the weapon is if you already had it in a pre-made class, which I was lucky enough to have. I had a pre-made class because I had just gotten this gun, Dark Ether, before they ended up banning it. I think I got it the day that they ended up removing the other weapons being obtainable through Warzone. So I kind of lucked out there. I spent the time and grinded my butt off in order to get the weapon, and I really wanted to use it. I wanted to see how good it actually was. And now let's talk about the pros and the cons. So I'm going to start off talking about the cons because those are kind of like the blaring issues with the weapon. And the first huge con is the reload speed. The reload speed is literally atrocious. It takes a full second per bullet to put in a magazine. So for an 18 round clip, which is the max extended mags that you can have, it's going to take anywhere from like 18 to 20 seconds, give or take a few, decimal points and all that sort of thing. So it literally takes forever, which is a huge drawback. And when you think about it, 18 seconds is much longer than any other weapon that we've ever seen in Call of Duty Zombies. Obviously, there are some that take forever, like the M60 in Cold War takes a long time. Some of the old LMGs in like World at War, for example, like the Browning and that sort of thing, it takes a very long time to reload the weapon. And this is just like 3, 4, 5 times worse than those, which you don't really expect from a shotgun. A shotgun should be able to be reloaded pretty fast, but the thing is, you have to load a bullet, then turn the actual like drum mag itself in the front of it, and that's how you reload it once. Now obviously with speed cola it cuts it in half, but still 9 seconds to reload a shotgun is ridiculous. It should not take that long. And then also, if you actually pack a punch it, you can reload 5 bullets per like actual bullet, so it takes a lot less time. And that's pretty much like the main issues with this gun. Besides the damage when you start off with this weapon is also very weak. You can pretty much only get headshots up until round 3 with the base version, which is kind of to be expected, I guess. But even with some of the other shotguns, you can deal way more damage, so this is just not a viable option in my opinion. To me, like whenever I think of a shotgun, I think of the really fast reload speeds from previous Call of Duty games. Like I used to play Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 all the time, and I always used shotguns. Like the Spaz 12 was my jam. I loved using the Striker. Like there was so many really good shotguns in those games, and those were really fun to use. Even like the Spaz 12 from Black Ops 1 was one of my favorite guns to use back when I like pretty much only played Search and Destroy, and I used to love this thing on like Summit and stuff, and you can reload it pretty fast. There's no reason that this weapon needs to take so long to reload. It's literally absurd. And once again, the damage is just so not worth it that it really kind of sucked. So you do end up needing to pack a punch it, right? And that's the only way this weapon's going to get stronger. Obviously, you can also upgrade the rarity of the weapon to like legendary, for example, and that will make this weapon a lot better. But you're probably not going to be getting a legendary weapon if you don't spend any high grade salvage until like round 25, which by then you definitely have gone down because you don't have shields or something like that, unless you're like a god player, which I'm sure most of you guys are way better than me, so that might be how you do things. But to me, I just find myself always needing to buy armor earlier, and with that, it also takes longer for me to get legendary weapons. And this weapon, pretty much the only way to make it as effective is pack punching it 3 times, having an alternate ammo type. I like to use Deadwire because I think it's the strongest, because it deals more damage to the megatons and megaton bombers. And also you want to have Ring of Fire and stuff like that to get higher rounds and get more kills, kill the megatons a lot faster, things like that. And to be honest, that doesn't really help that much. Once you get to about round 30, there's really no point in using this weapon any longer. And I ended up exfilling on round 36, but rounds like 33, 34, they took so long. It was like 5 minutes plus using the shotgun, which I wouldn't normally use a shotgun for that long anyways, but it just seemed like it wasn't worth using anymore. And the thing about this shotgun is, like, yes, it can shoot extremely quickly because it is a full auto shotgun, and the recoil is not that bad, and if you aim for the head, you can get headshots pretty easily. But the problem with this shotgun is just the reload speed. Like, it takes so much longer than it would normally take for another gun to have to reload this weapon all the time. Even when it's pack punch and you reload 5 bullets at a time, it still takes way too long to reload. And that is like the blaring issue with this weapon. And you think they would balance a shotgun, right? Like, okay, it takes way longer to reload, so let's up the damage so that you can deal more damage when you have to actually end up reloading it. And that is just not the case. They're both bad. So I think if Treyarch is going to make this weapon something people actually want to use in zombies, they need to either nerf the reload time basically in half at the minimum, and then they also need to raise the damage, or at least fix one of the things, because to be honest, it's not really that good. Now apparently in multiplayer it's really good, a lot of people like it, but they also complain about the reload speed as well. So I think personally, I think the only thing they need to do is change the reload time, and even if it does take a little bit longer to kill zombies or enemies when you're playing in multiplayer, then I think that's okay. But to be honest, I would say that this shotgun overall is a 2 out of 10 before you pack punch it, and then once you pack punch it, it becomes about a 7 out of 10, where the Gallo, for example, would be like a 9, or the Power would be like a 9 as well. So it's just not as good as the other shotgun options, and that's just the blatant truth about this weapon. It's really not that good. You're not missing much if you weren't able to unlock it, and halfway through the season you will have a chance to use this weapon, and chances are you will complain about the reload speed just like I do all the time. So anyways guys, I want to make an informative video showing you guys gameplay of this weapon because a lot of people have been asking me and all that sort of thing. So anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you guys are having a great holidays. I had a very good Christmas, if you're wondering, and I'm so glad that this year is almost over. 2020 has been one of those up and down years that's really annoying, having to sit at home most of the day. But at the same time, it's good for me because I literally play Call of Duty Zombies pretty much the entire time anyway. So anyways, I'll see you guys later. Peace out.